You are recording.
All right, let's call the meeting to order. This is the Southwick Agricultural Commission meeting. Today is Wednesday, February 10th, 2021. It's 7 o'clock, 7:01 rather. I guess we'll do the roll call attendance. Is that correct? That's next.
Correct.
Okay, so present at tonight's meeting, we have Commissioner Zach Barnett.
Here.
Present Commissioner Dennis Clark.
Here.
We have present Commissioner Tammy Syak the Silent.
Here.
Sorry if I butchered your last name. We have present Commissioner Brett Colson.
Present.
And we have Commissioner Dan Cook present.
Here.
And Commissioner Ron Cicchini present.
Here.
Okay, we also have Secretary G. Nielsen present, and I'm Marissa Cook-Obregon, co-chair of the Southwick Agricultural Commission. Present. Gosh, sorry guys. Okay, do I have to mention as well the remote procedures, Dennis, that we're holding this meeting over Zoom?
I think we covered it. I think we covered everything.
Okay. All right, so public comments, do we usually just go straight down public comments? Is that, we don't have anyone in the public right now present? Okay.
These meetings are pretty informal, so.
Yeah. Okay, so we can move on to communications. Any mail?
The only thing we got was the budget report, and you people really need to start spending some money pretty quick.
All right, so that's a nice thing to be told.
We actually have $422.18 left in the budget, 200 of which has been designated to IBS. So if you need to go out and buy supplies in anticipation of the community garden, feel free. Just make sure they send the invoice or the receipt to the Conservation Commission office, okay?
Very good. Yeah, I thought Bert had said that we would allocate the rest of that to the community garden. Any updates on that? Does anyone know anything else about the community garden? I know that he had mentioned that last meeting. Is anyone else privy to that?
Aren't we going to get some metal poles or something like that? We were talking.
The gate, right? A new gate or something?
Yeah, the fences.
Yeah, all the fence needs to be redone, and we were talking metal poles. So that'd probably be a good thing to do, is start buying metal poles.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. Do you want
Yeah.
you need a motion to put the money, towards let them spend the money towards the community garden,
Yeah.
whatever funds.
Yeah. Do you want to make a motion, Dennis?
Sure, that's so moved.
Second,
I second the motion.
okay. Now you have to do a roll call vote.
Oh, right. Okay. So I'll go one by one. What do you say, Zach Barnett?
I agree.
Tammy?
Aye.
Brett?
Aye.
Ron?
Aye.
Dan said aye.
Aye.
His
Yep.
counts okay, and Dennis maybe.
I'm in too. Aye.
And I say aye as well. So unanimous.
Okay, whoever wants to go to IBS, just like I said, tell them that you have an open account with the town of Southwick. And it's better if you tell them to put it under the Conservation Commission. And then just give me the receipt, or, give it to Dennis, and then we'll get the bill paid.
What kind of hole you gonna put in there?
Okay.
Is there anybody who wants to do that right now while we're on that subject? I know Bert's kind of busy with everything he's got going on. Does someone?
I can do it. live right down the road from there and I could just put them in my barn tool ready to go. It's
And you
okay.
finished the garden, right, Dan? So you kind of know how many we would need in terms of like
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can
space.
take a quick look, yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, yeah, if we can get that.
So tell them I'm
spring.
from the conservation.
Just have them bill it to an open account to the town of Southwick. Then attention Conservation Commission. And you can give them a PO number if they ask. It will be 01670 5423.
And sorry, Jean, we have 400 total that we can use. 400 what total?
$422.18.
So we can use all of that if it came out to that, just to give Dan an idea of, you know.
Okay,
What-
yeah, town of Southwick. The Conservation Committee?
Yeah. They should have it on file.
Okay.
So just tell whoever's at the cash register to do it to that open account, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you both. That's great.
And before you get into any more business, the next on the agenda should be the minutes from the previous meeting.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Did you guys have a chance to review the minutes? Any comments on the minutes from January 13th?
I don't have any, excuse me. I don't have any comments on the meeting minutes, but the other doc, the right up there, just a couple of like minor typos on that.
Oh, is that? Yeah, that's the annual.
It's the annual town report. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. On one, at one point it says off, and I think what they meant to put there was offer.
Oh,
Yeah, which is intended to off a non-development alternative to farmers and other owners of agricultural land. And then also in the right-hand column, residents are, maybe it's just a little St. Patty's Day nod, but it says, visit the town of Southwick, home page. So that was it. That was all I had.
I
Okay.
noticed Lynn Blair's name in that first column was Lynn Bear, director, and it should be Blair, I believe, right, with an L. So
Right, BLAIR.
that's right.
Okay,
See, people do read these, Gene.
yeah. And now you know how bad I am, right?
I know you do it on purpose just to make sure people are paying attention.
That's right. That's right.
Yes,
Make sure we're not
that's what I
asleep.
do. You
Yep.
stick with that story.
Don't worry, Jean, we have just as many errors in the library trustee minutes too, so you're not alone.
Okay, I'll fix those.
We back to the minutes or what?
Yeah, for the actual minutes, I did want to just make a distinction under APR prospects. It wasn't anything grammatical, but I just wanted to make sure there was a distinction about the APR question and the APR property in question for the Prifty family. It is not the one on 275 Granville Road. That's a totally separate Prifty family. So I know that they're very concerned about making sure that there's, everything is kind of divided. And so
Yeah.
in terms of the APR prospects, it should only be the people on Klein, 8 Klein Road, not the folks on 275 Granville Road. So I don't know if there was just a little bit confusion about that, but
So do you want me to put the 5624 acres on Granville Road under a separate header?
I think that would be good because they did that Prifty family, that was Janice of 275. She did send an inquiry, but it was non-APR related and it was something related more to conservation, right, Dennis? Like questions
why
about
don't
a
we just
culvert, so.
Leave that out of the minutes so it doesn't get confusing. She'll come back. If she sees it in a minute, she'll come back and we're gonna have to go up through this. So just take it out. Anything to do with the Janice portion of it, we're not dealing with that, right? We're dealing with the other people, so.
Okay,
Correct.
just to
Correct.
make
I
that
think
clear.
that's for the best. Yeah. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. The APR is only for David Prifty, and that's 8 Klein Road.
okay. I'll do that.
Thank you.
So now you can ask for a motion to accept it with the changes?
Yes. I'll ask for that motion. I'll make a motion for that, for the changes. to
Tammy
the-
seconds.
Thank you. All right, we do the roll call. Okay. Zach, what do you say?
Aye.
Dennis? I'm gonna say aye. I'm sorry if I missed that. I think you did. Okay. Brett?
Aye.
Ron?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
All right. Okay, we have.
Tammy says aye.
Oh, that's right, Tammy. I have a question, a question, procedural question. If someone makes the motion and someone else seconds it, do we still need to include them in the roll call?
Yes.
Yep, you're
Ah,
still, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
they
so
could vote
sorry.
against it. They could make the motion and then vote against it. That's happened, believe it or
Oh,
not.
I didn't know that. Okay, well, sorry, Tammy. says aye.
That's okay.
I say aye as well. Okay, duly noted. Thank you for clarifying that.
If we're still talking about communication and mail, if we're still in that portion of the agenda,
Well, do we have anything else on the minutes? Is everyone else okay with the rest of the minutes? That was the only change, right? Okay, good. Yeah, sorry, Dennis, go for it.
I had a call from John Wally a little while ago, wanted to know where his signs are.
The right to farm signs.
Yeah. Where's my signs?
Ah, right, okay. Those are, yeah, they got stuck in production because the person who's making them is actually in the hospital right now. So he went in the hospital late January and I've been talking with his assistant. So to be determined there, I asked for them to be done by end of February. And he did say back in early January that would be possible. So assuming that he's in the hospital still, or, you know, that kind of sets us off for a few weeks. I would say mid-March then, instead of late February, that everything will be completed by mid-March.
I'll tell him that, and if he has any problems, I'll tell him to give you a call.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'd be happy to explain to him where we are with that.
I'm
so.
sure he'd be fine with that. Thank you.
All right, in terms of, let's see, anything else relating to communication, town correspondence, Facebook page? How is the Facebook page going? Who's managing that these days?
I think we all kind of are. I get a lot of notifications that a lot of it's been viewed. Let me see when the last one. It seems to be frequent, like a lot of new likes and a lot of new views. Yeah, 11 hours ago, 1 new view. Seems like every couple of days I get something that says either somebody viewed it or somebody new liked it. So
Oh, it's you presently? I think Zach was also,
yeah,
Yeah, I see the new ads once in a while.
Okay. What kind of stuff are we posting on there out of curiosity? Like, I don't have Facebook anymore, so I never see it.
I
but-
usually share like if I see other local farms Facebook posts, I'll share it onto our page. And Zach, I think you posted some really cool article. I think it was you. It was really neat.
It was a while ago if I did. I don't remember.
But it's more, I just kind of post, you know, pictures or things that other farms in town are doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me, Dan, I think I got your TV or something on in the background that keeps coming, bleeding through. Thanks. Sorry about that.
So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizes your home insurance, here's
Oh, now we can all hear it better.
I thought it was Gene watching the Bruins game.
Bruins.
Bruins are on, so
That was the conservation meeting that happened.
Yeah, well, they're on tonight too, so.
So if we hear you screaming, we'll know why.
So,
All right, well, that's good that the Facebook page is still active then, and that there's some engagement, just to kind of let people know that we're still kicking, you know, we still are part of the community. Okay, that's good. Well, thank you guys for doing that. All right, so review, I think the next thing it says review or approve agenda. I'm not sure what that means. I think we're doing that, right? We're going
Yeah,
to-
I don't know why he puts that on there. That really doesn't, I don't think that,
Okay. Yeah.
Me
We've approved the minutes. New business, I see we don't really have any new business. It's blank there. Projects underway, the farm brochure. So that's me. I'm still working on that. I'm still going through the presentation that Jim Putnam sent me and trying to pick out and kind of lay out photos that might work out. I still think I might need a couple of our own photos just to kind of, you know, make it the way that I think it should be, that, you know, really representative of town businesses too. Not just like pretty landscapes, but like proper businesses. But I figure, you know, if we can at least get most of the pictures sourced from this, and then maybe come spring when some flower farms open, you know, add some photos, then we should be done, because I think we said we can't print it anyways until we get our budget approved, right? Is that correct? And then we thought in terms of the timing anyways, it might be okay to print it like midsummer, fall, is that?
The
Are we-
new budget will be active in June.
June, okay. Yeah.
King,
We asked for money for that in the budget, right? Last time we, right, okay, so
another lady.
so no real update on that. Census of farms in town, that was Bert's project. I don't think anyone has any updates on that unless you spoke with Bert. I don't. Yeah. And the fiscal budget 2022, Finance Committee hearing dates, any update on when those hearing dates may be?
They usually hold them in February, but this year, they're pushing them back. And I'm not sure that the AgCom, will even be on, a hearing. They usually don't put smaller budgeted committees. They usually don't have hearing times for them. They just basically cut your budget and tell you that's what it is.
Gotcha. Okay.
But once they sent out the notices of the hearing dates and times, I will email that to everybody. And may I interject in here? I sent out an email to everybody about the contact list, asking you to tell me what you wanted on that. Some people don't want their personal emails. Some people don't want their personal phones. So let me know what you want on it.
Where is this contact list going, out of curiosity? Is it going to be like on the town website when you go to the AgCom section, or is it going to be internal to town hall? Who has access to it?
It's mostly internal. All of your names are on the town website under the AgCom. But it's kind of a contact list for internal employees. However, as a public official, if somebody calls and asks, you know, what's Dan Cook's phone number, they would be able to give it out because it's public information.
Gotcha.
So that's
Why'd
why.
you use my
it's-
name?
Huh? Because
You
you're
use
next,
my
you're
name.
down bottom. That's why I want you to tell me what email, if you don't want an email, what phone number, if you don't want a phone number.
Okay.
I just responded to you.
Thank you. I sent it out 3 weeks ago. You're right on time, Zach.
I might be the first one though.
No, actually, Marissa was.
Oh,
And I knew Dennis's because he's my boss.
There you go.
Keep telling me that. I like hearing that.
I responded.
Yes, that's right, Tammy. You did too. That's right.
Did I respond?
No.
No.
I mean,
I don't know.
oh, I don't know.
So if the remaining folks who haven't responded want to provide an email or phone number or both, that would be great. Hopefully we won't get any random phone calls from the public, but I guess that's
Right.
a possibility. So thank you for bringing that up, Jean.
Yeah, sorry, Gene. I'll get it done tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine. I won't be in the office until next week anyway, so. Oh, Dennis, I'm not coming to work tomorrow, by the way.
Could you,
Hey, Austin.
could you resend that, re-email it to me?
Sure, Brett, I will when I
Oh,
get
boy.
back into the office, okay?
I appreciate it. Honestly, I'll try to find it. If you see it come through, then I found it.
Brett, I'll forward it to you right now.
Thank you, Zach.
Okay, and the community garden then is the next bullet point. So we kind of started talking about that. Yeah, that fence definitely does need to be replaced, doesn't it, before we kind of get going for the season. So that's good that we have Dan on that. I know that Bert was planning on talking to Richie Reed about the well. I don't think he has yet. Was there anything else in terms of the community garden and kind of planning for the
We
season
should
that we need to look at?
update the forms, Gene. Do we need to get the forms for next season, get those online for garden plots? Do we need anything new for that, or can we just change the date? And
I usually just change the dates. I send them to Bert and Bert sends them out to all of the participants from last year. And maybe Dennis, you could put it on channel 15 in another month or two when it starts getting closer.
sure. You let me know when, we'll get it up there.
Okay, I'll update the form and send it to Bert.
Would we post it on our Facebook page too to get the word out?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You want me to send it to you, Tammy, and you can post it on the Facebook page, or Zach?
Sure.
Sure,
Okay,
doesn't matter.
Any further details about the community garden or?
Well, Dan, you let us know when, if you have any problems or if you need any help with getting those, you get those metal poles to shore up the ones that are in there now. You have a good count on that, so you let us know.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. We can definitely make a day of it or something, a morning, and help you out with installing those once you have everything. So
It'll be spring before you know it.
Yeah.
Yep.
like how many more days?
5 more weeks.
5? Okay, I can do 5. Okay.
According to the groundhog.
Groundhog, yeah.
Oh gosh, let's hope he's right. Okay, conservation and farm properties. So Kellogg Properties, any update with that, Dennis?
Yes, I talked to a land trust last week, the Franklin Land Trust, who has taken over the Winding River Land Trust, about trying to get some money for an appraisal for the property, for the big piece of property on the west side of the road. We're still trying to help a farmer, get somebody to buy a piece of land from Seth to get him some quick money. While these things take such a long time, it'd be nice if, I know Brett Mitchell's been talking to me about, he was talking about the piece on the east side of the road, but they've been trying to market that, sell it as a building lot, and the bridge is going to cost more than the properties, even close to what they pay for the property.
Well, I
But-
talked to Dennis, I talked to the people who bought that, or they're
They
going to
bought
buy
it?
it. Well, they're going to buy it depending on the cost of the bridge.
Well, that it's going to be absorbent amount of price just for the permitting, never mind just the bridge on top of it. But it'd be a beautiful spot, right, if they could do it.
Well, they temporarily put a down payment, I guess, but yeah, they came to see me They live in Loomis Ridge. I don't know why they want to build there. But anyways, they said they had $100,000 toward a bridge. I don't think
Yeah.
that's enough. You think that's enough?
I don't think so. I think
I
so.
don't either.
Part of that, big chunk of that's gonna go just for the design and permitting of it, so.
Really.
I don't know. I can't say, if they know somebody in the business, or I know when Stevie Gerard was alive, he was able to do a prefab bridge for, it wasn't that crazy expensive, but he was a contractor and did all the work himself and got everything wholesale, but I don't know. I don't think it's even to farm that property, it's gonna be too difficult to get across that brook or that river, or it's really.
Well, yeah, the wetlands, they got to go across the wetlands too. And that's got to be up on the bridge, right?
But on the west side, and across the street from you, on the west side, there's some nice farmable land behind Seth's house, right? The
Yeah,
fields back
I thought that's all part of the property there. Though. And I don't know what he's going to do with the business.
there. Yeah, but I don't think that's why I don't know what the plans are. I'm gonna contact with his lawyer to find out if he's interested in doing some short-term sale, because Fish and Wildlife has approached Lexac. Danny passed away, his brother, and
Right.
there's somebody else taking care of the property. They would like to buy that property also. That would get rid of all the easements that they have through Seth's property. If they could buy Seth's property and Lexac's property, but that's a long-term proposition, and we don't know if they offered to let them log the property and then buy it afterwards. So it seems like it'd be a good proposition for them, but we got to wait and see.
Well, I understand too, the property next to me, they came down in price quite a bit.
Oh yeah,
So if it falls through, I may be looking at it too,
that'd be the best of scenario, for a neighbor to purchase it,
Yeah.
you'd have access. But we're concentrating on the other side of the road now because that's easier to get to. They could get to that back property without having to go through a big stream and big crossing, so.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a long process. We'll keep you posted. Like I say, we'd like to get a farmer over there to preserve the land and eventually put it in APR. We'll see what they say.
Ron, were you referring to that Black Rabbit? Is the one that's up for sale? They've dropped in price?
Am I friends with them?
No,
you-
they're the ones that you were referring to that they've gone down in their price?
Or the other side.
No.
Not that one.
Property on the other side.
On the
Kellogg
other,
property. It's a Kellogg property.
the Kellogg,
There's
okay.
9 acres there.
Is Black Rabbit still abandoned, Ron? Is there anybody over there?
She's renting it out and she's got dogs over there and
So
she's trying to
still
do
on-
everything she can.
Yeah.
But they're not running a farm or a business or anything, huh?
Oh, no. Some caterer is using it, for their,
Okay.
they're just using it to make the food for their trucks. But that's all I see.
Yeah, because that's been up for sale for some time now at this point, right, as well? That's
Well,
been,
yeah, if you got $1 million, you can buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, 900,000 she wants or something.
Gee,
yeah. Well, that barn is brand new, that whole structure too. So it's like, yeah,
Yeah, she got a lot of money put into it.
yeah,
They put a lot of money into it, no doubt about it.
yeah. Gotcha.
So I get,
And I
I get,
understand all the brewery equipment is for sale too.
Oh,
Is that
What's for
included
sale?
in the $1 million price tag or no?
Huh?
Oh, yeah. That's the whole thing.
The whole shooting match?
which
Yeah, the
property,
whole thing.
which property are you talking about now?
Black Rabbit.
Black Rabbit.
Black Rabbit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
oh. So it's for sale with the brewery. So it has to be a farmer who wants
They've
to
got-
brew as well. Okay. That
And they've got
complicates
grapes
it.
planted up that look pretty good. They must have sold them. Somebody harvested them.
Yeah,
They did a nice job with that.
yeah. Oh, I mean, there are
She's
farmers.
running
who-
She's running a campsite there too. She got like 3 sites up there. I don't think that's legal, but that's,
I didn't hear anything.
I won't tell.
So Marissa, did Barbara Hobson get back to you?
Yeah, she did. Luckily, I reached out to the Prifty family. We all wrote to Barbara one more time, and that actually did the trick after your letter, and she responded immediately, like 15 minutes later.
Good.
So I can tell you guys that, yeah, she did connect with the Prifty family, with David, Melissa, and Alex Prifty on Klein Road. They had a very good phone call. They are going through with an application, so they're filling that out now.
Yes.
Apparently the prospects are very good because the Solek farm is right across from there. Tom, is it Tom McLaughlin is right there on Klein as well. He's potentially interested further down the road in APRing. And Barbara's familiar with the Prifty property. She drives by it quite often. So she said that there had already been soil tests done. The soil tests were very promising. So there's a lot going in favor of this property. So yeah, the Prifty family's filling that out, and Mrs. Prifty is very organized and kind of has everything ready to go. So I think they'll be able to submit that application really soon. And fingers
Fantastic.
crossed that it works out. And it's now on a rolling basis, the application. Before, it needed to be submitted by June
Yeah.
something. I guess they changed it to rolling this year, so that's good. They could be accepted even sooner and kind of get the money secured for them. So they changed that because of COVID to be more flexible with folks. So that's a really good fact to know for future
Fantastic.
folks in Southwick. So thank you for writing
Thank
that
you.
letter, because it did the trick for sure. So
We put enough pressure on her.
yeah,
We'll write back and tell her, because had some good information for the
yeah.
meeting.
Well, and Barbara is a wealth of information. I think their initial phone call was very informative too. So I think that kind of, sealed the deal for them and made them want to just submit that application as soon as possible. So that's exciting. Hopefully we'll have another APR property in Southwick soon. So
We'll keep our fingers crossed for that.
oh, fingers crossed. Yeah. And talking about other properties, I know that we had discussed the Tannery Road one. Dan, any updates with that? I know that you were trying to put out feelers there with your neighbor.
So I talked to a local farmer down the road, and he's gonna go there. We're gonna have a little meeting, all three of us, because
Oh,
I
good.
want the guy to feel comfortable. I don't want to be like, hey, I'm Dan, and you're gonna listen to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. you
So I
can't do
got that going. It's coming up soon, within the month. I'm gonna sit down with the guy, give him my outline, and then give him the paperwork.
Yeah. I mean, I did something really similar with the Prifty family. I sat down with them one Saturday afternoon for like an hour, kind of, just one-to-one, kind of as a neighbor, not even as a commissioner, just as a
Right.
neighbor. And Jean printed out all the APR stuff for me. So I don't know if you want to do that as well, Dan, and that way, you can just
Yeah.
give that to them and they can at least read through it. And just have a reference, and Barbara's contact info is in there as well. So if they want to do more questions, at least they can start off with that. But that might be a nice little packet to give them when you go over, just that way they have that.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I planned on doing, copying all the
Yeah.
the legalities and everything. But I wanted to give them like a simple outline on what it means,
Right. I can send you the document that I had Jean print out, so you can, I just reviewed it a little bit before I sat down with the Prifties to make sure I kind of had the outline.
Yeah, do that, please.
Yeah, and then if you want to get that printed, Jean can always print it out, and then you can just meet up with her at some point to pick it up from her, because it's pretty thick, Jean, right? It's
Yeah, it was quite a few pages.
yeah, maybe
Okay.
we can do the thinner one to get started. I think there was two things that you printed for me, Jean.
Yeah. But I could print them both and you could just pull out the segments that you want.
Yeah,
And
please do that for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds like a great idea.
Okay, Marissa, I'll look for them in my email, but maybe if you just want to resend, it'll save
Yeah.
me the time of digging.
Yeah, I'll send it to you and Dan so that you both have electronic copies, and then you guys can go from there.
And then I'll print it and then get it to Dan.
Yeah, let me
Okay.
know and I'll come get it, Gene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, the coffee's a good idea. I brought like cookies over. Sometimes you just gotta, break the ice with folks a little bit and sit down one-on-one. So I think.
He is my neighbor.
Yeah, exactly. They're neighbors. So it's like you kind of want to build that relationship with them and not just barge in and whatnot. So that's a good thing you're doing. So thank you for that. I'm excited to see how that goes. Any other things on the agenda? I don't see anything else, but any other last minute comments?
I just wanted to give you an update on the seed library. I have an email that Lynn sent me. So they're gonna have an official kickoff date April 1st. She has 2 programs set, subject to change with COVID or anything else, but April 1st, Gorgeous Gardens of New England, and April 21st, Cooking with Gardening with Herbs.
Ooh.
She's working with the Western Mass Gardeners to book some more programs from May through July, and kind of is working on a list of seeds that she's looking for based by vegetables, flowers, herbs, easy stuff like that.
That sounds great. Could you send us that information? I kind of want to join in on that.
Yeah,
Sounds like fun. Yeah. And we can promote it on our Facebook page too, right?
yeah.
That's great. Awesome. Oh, and Tammy, before I forget, did you have a chance to reach out to the folks in Granville?
No, I didn't.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
sorry.
No, that's okay. We can wait for that next month. Anything else anyone had to add?
Thank you for chairing the meeting, Marissa. You did a
Sure.
fantastic job.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. I actually just remembered two things that I wanted to mention. One is that I still have, sorry, I just remembered I still have an APR sign that I would like to give out. So, does anyone know of another APR farmer? I know like we've already tapped Jean out to the max, like her whole family has signs, but I would really, and we've gotten some good comments from folks around town about the signs. So I would love this sign to go in like a visible place. I mean, we can always get more signs, but
Yeah.
Dennis,
Place
do you
where they
know of any farmers that might be open to holding, or having the sign on their land that we could approach, or that?
There's 2 places right on College Highway, that Pumpkin Valley. I don't know, Gene, do you know Stanley better than I do? Stanley Brosco, or the one I'd really like to see it as, Meadowview Farms, Ben Ness and Benny. He was one of our first APRs, and he took that money, the APR money, and built that place into a little gold mine.
Yeah, that place is.
Fantastic.
Because I know we have the APR list and then the list, a map of all the APR properties in town. And the APR list that I have, I don't think, it shows like the actual address of like the APR holder, but it doesn't show the property per se. I think it's
Yeah,
only the map that shows the property, right? That's
Got
out.
the map and parcel number on it. So you look at the
Parcel
map,
number, yeah.
and then you look at the parcel, and that'll bring you right to the location.
Got, and that's in the open space plan, right? Is that?
It is, but you could go around the town website. They have a mapping system and the town website, and you just can punch in the map and parcel number,
Yeah.
and it'll bring you to the spot.
Are there any farms on Route 57, like in the Feeding Hills like section, like Feeding Hills Road section? I'm thinking like Calabrese. Anything there? Because I know that we have like a little bit of 202 covered. I'd love to see Meadowview as well. So maybe I'll give them the sign. But just for the future, like, is there anything on Route 57, like Calabrese that is APR'd?
I wish Calabrese was APR, but no, we don't have anything on
57. Yeah, just to kind of cover other sections of town when people come in, to
We
sell.
do on Granville Road, but that's going in the other direction.
And we already have the Solek family holding down Granville Road for us, so their side. So, okay, all right, I'll take a look at that map then. But
I'll see if I can get the contact for Ness and Benny.
yeah, and if that doesn't work, then I do know Stan, and I can approach Stan.
Okay, all right.
Roscoe. That can maybe be our backup, but I think Meadowviews would be great, and I can still ask Stan and get more signs for free too. So
Sure.
okay. And then
What's the
final-
deal with Calabrese? How come he doesn't want to be APR?
Yeah,
Well, it's his
Exactly.
family, it's his children. Does his children want to stay in the farming business? I don't think they made that commitment. Now, it's a tough thing to do. I mean, I don't blame them for
I
thinking
recall a party long ago at my house, and Joey was there, and he goes, "Soon as everybody's gone, I'm gonna be a millionaire, man. Selling it all." So that's kind of the plan.
oh, that's too bad. Well, I see the youngest daughter, Danielle, she had a baby and she's been working at the farm, even though she has a full-time
Right.
job. I see her working at the farm with the baby. So maybe there's potential there because she seems tied to the farm. I don't ever see her
Yeah,
brother.
no,
there,
that would be ideal. You never know. Who knows? I mean,
I tried to get her on the agricultural commission and she just works too much. She didn't have enough time to get on it, working two jobs. But
For
yeah,
me-
that would be, if we could get even a piece of the Calabrese, that would be a home run.
maybe I'll contact Danielle, and just kind of put out feelers,
That would be,
For,
yeah.
just having a chat maybe about APR. I know I said I had a second point, but I can't remember it right now, so I'll leave it for the next meeting. But if there aren't any other further comments or
The
questions.
next meeting is March 10th.
Oh, that was my point. Yes, thank you for reminding me, G. March 10th, I invited Eric Muller from the Lake Management Committee to attend our meeting because I wanted to kind of get ahead of the curve this year with the lake treatment. So he said that he could tentatively come on March 10th, if that sounds okay to everybody, to invite him, and we can just kind of ask good ways to liaise with LMC and AgCom so that we can inform farmers ahead of time this year of any treatments. What do you guys
Yeah.
think?
He's a wealth of knowledge. He's an engineer by trade and
Oh, it was Mark.
scientist, and
You think he'd be a good person from LMC to come and talk to us then, Dennis? Like he seems
sure, yeah.
okay. Because I know Dick is really busy. Dick Reynolds is
Yeah.
super busy. So
We'd have to have an extra long meeting if Dick was,
gotcha. All right. Yeah. So hopefully Eric can make it to the March 10th meeting. It should be our next meeting. And we'll go from there. Thanks for reminding me, Jean. I was like, I can't believe I forgot the last thing I was going to mention, but.
Hey, I get paid the big bucks for doing that.
what do you think, Gene? She did a great job, didn't she?
She did, yes.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Yes.
I was about to say, Bert who?
No, Bert's much smoother. I can't even remember what I was going to say. So yeah, not quite cut out for this. But thank you so much, guys. Yeah, if there aren't any further points, I think we'll make a motion then to end our meeting this evening.
Second?
All right. Zach, what do you say?
Aye.
All right.
Good night.
Tammy?
Hi.
Brett?
Aye.
Ron?
Aye.
Dan?
Aye.
And Dennis?
Aye.
And I say aye as well. So good night, everybody. And